Good afternoon, good evening. What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Welcome back to Drunk Discussions.
Yes,
this would
sir.
be number 3?
Something like that.
Whatever. Welcome to Drunk Discussion, where we talk about good stories for a good audience. Please remember, we are drinking in a safe environment, and as always, drink responsibly.
Yes, sir. None of that drinking and driving stuff, baby. We care
None of
about
that.
ourselves,
None of
others,
that.
and our families.
None of that.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
start off with the shot, like usual.
So today we're drinking a little bit of Bacardi white rum. 69, 62?
I know, it's cheap.
Somewhere in there. Some cheap, broke
Some
life. So if
cheapy.
you guys do have a little offer of some kind of alcohol you want us to drink, feel free to send us some donations. Feel free to send us a bottle. Feel
Or
free to reach out
even
to us.
suggestions alone.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
We also are drinking Coors Light, because apparently last time we recorded, I got too drunk.
Yes. We're not going to go back into that conversation, but we're good.
It went from drunk discussion to stupid discussion.
Yes. Salute, tits and ass, baby.
Yeah, tits
Never
and
above
ass.
you.
Never below you, always beside you, homie.
Let's do it.
Whew.
God damn.
I forgot how much that shit burns.
That was a rough one. All right, what's our first topic, man? What we got today?
We got personal drunk stories. I'll do mine.
You or me? Go ahead.
I'll do mine because this literally happened 4 days ago.
Oh, man.
My drunk ass.
Shit.
I was working on my truck. My cousin came over, got me a rack of beer, drank that whole rack. I wasn't just drinking beers, I was shotgunning these bitches. I was shotgunning them.
Shit, shooters.
Oh boy.
How many do you think? Shotgun? How many do you think you shot?
I shotgunned 11 of them.
At least, for sure?
No,
or
100%.
Oh, man.
Because my uncle had one and I had a 12-pack.
Hey, quick math for you, baby.
Anyways, after that, we had a half gallon of, retarded and rowdy, some R&R.
Easy.
Love that stuff.
Ooh.
Love that stuff.
So, Royal and Rich, you called her
I don't
retarded
remember
or whatever.
nothing after my cousin left at 7 o'clock.
Oh, boy. PM,
Which is
AM.
PM.
God damn.
I don't remember shit after that. Apparently, I got naked again, but what's new?
I do remember
Did this,
receiving a
did
call
that.
to come get you, come hang out. Oh, yeah, that didn't happen.
No, so my dumb fat ass got hungry. And
That's always a good start.
I put food on a paper plate and put it in the oven to heat it up and fell asleep. And next thing you know, my house is almost on fire. And I was
Paper plate in the oven?
a paper plate, 3 of them to be exact.
What kind of rookie shit is this, bro?
I
This is
don't-
something you hear in an apartment. Somebody got their first apartment, kids just moved out.
No shit, right?
God damn.
First time you left your kids in the house by themselves.
I'm going to the store real quick. They'll be okay.
They're
Yeah,
putting
come back,
tinfoil in the microwave, Stupid shit.
putting the fork in the toast. God damn.
Anyways, yeah, no, that didn't go well. Not only that, I also rallied my car
So
around.
did it catch on fire?
Yeah, no, there was flames coming out the oven, I was told.
First
but
off, what were you trying to eat? That's what I want to know.
there's these frozen taquitos.
You put frozen taquitos in the oven on a paper plate.
Yep.
Broil or...
I don't know.
He doesn't remember.
I don't know.
That's
I
the
just
worst
know the whole house smoked up, you can't see within a feet in front of you.
That's some good shit. Man.
The plates were on fire. Fucking, we threw them out. My grandpa came home
did
super early that morning too, and this
did
was
you-
around 5 o'clock or so.
Did you notice it or did someone else? What?
Oh, my cousin noticed.
So you fell
my
asleep,
other cousin.
Someone else woke you up to let you know you're a
Oh no, I didn't know until I woke up the next day. They didn't wake me up, or they tried to maybe. I don't know.
They're very nice people because I would have fucking cussed you out.
I didn't the first time this happened.
Oh boy, you left the oven on one time too?
Stove
Stovetop?
top with mac and cheese.
Easy shit.
That was easy. I blamed it on my dad's girlfriend
That's a
that
good
time.
one. That's a...
Which
There can be many different types of story. Drunk,
Exactly.
high, whatever you're
that was
feeling
totally a
that
drunk story.
100%.
Anyways, let's hear yours.
To get back to my shit. Well, you know me, playing a little bit of football, trying to go off to college out there in Iowa. So trying to keep up with these college kids, they're drinking rough and rowdy, retarded and rowdy, whatever you call that shit. Drinking hella shots, hella drinks. Trying to keep up with these dudes, right? Never gonna happen. So I'm drinking. I get a ride back to the house. I'm super fucked up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna crash out, guys. I'm laying in bed. Tell me why my dumb ass thinks it's a good idea to keep drinking while I'm laying in bed once I get back to my dorm room. That's never a good idea. If you're laying down and continuing to drink, you're stupid. That's a dumb idea. I end up throwing up in my fucking bed. Not only did I throw up in my bed, the next morning I rolled over. I started cuddling my puke. My boy walked in on me, took a picture of me cuddling my throw up, face right on it damn near, and my arm wrapped around it like I was cuddling the female. It was throw up. That's some dirty shit.
That's nasty, bro.
That's some dirty stuff. It was a rough one. Trust me, it didn't
I've
happen again.
I've woken up with puke in my beard. You know, before.
No, I was cuddling it, bro. I was. You thought we made love that night, damn. You would have thought we made love to that shit.
I mean,
Let's say that didn't happen again.
you know what,
The
dude?
room smelled like throw up for the last 3 days.
For people who know me and know how fucked up I get, I've had worse stories, but I've never cuddled up with puke.
Easy. That's probably the second time I've done that. You don't want to hear about that.
I mean, fuck.
It was pizza pockets and.
I've cuddled up with shit one time, but
Whoa. Okay.
I didn't know it was shit.
What'd you think it was?
Puke, and then I smelled it.
Was it yours?
No, we're not gonna get into that.
That's for the next conversation.
No, that's not a conversation at all. That's
Easy.
that's a little too
That goes to the
personal.
grave. That goes to the grave.
Not really, but it's
Oh.
definitely not going to be shared on the interweb. You know me.
Interweb, Jesus.
Fuck.
Fuck, man.
So we got topics. You know, we've been bullshitting some topics. We didn't really spend no time looking at them, really.
We just go off the top of the dome, don't we?
Pretty much.
Damn near.
We just look we look up stuff that we think is funny.
Time and day. We think a little bit, hit record, and we just kind of go off the dome.
Pretty much.
See what we think of though recently.
So I got police arrest Florida man for drunken joyride on motorized scooter at Walmart.
Is that
He
one of
was he was caught consuming liquid without any intention of paying for it, and he has since been charged with a felony for doing that.
this motherfucker? You're telling me he was drinking on the little remote scooters?
Yeah, the ones you drive
The
every
ones
day.
I'm using. 'Cause
Yes.
I got a messed up leg.
I
the
mean,
ones
not
I'm using.
anymore, but
I still use it. My leg's still messed up, motherfucker.
but you want to know what's
He
funny?
was drinking in the store while he was driving it. He just
Yeah,
walked
no,
around
yeah.
like, can you open
Yeah,
this for me? Give
yeah.
me some beer, and he's
Pretty
drinking.
much. Yep.
I need to start doing that.
He didn't
bro.
even pay for it.
He might have got away with that if he was smooth.
Kevin, you know how many times you've been at the store on a scooter drunk, and you got away?
At least 42.
This motherfucker got
At
a
least
Dewey.
42 times.
He got a Dewey for it. But hey, shit happens
Hey.
in Florida.
The difference between that, it was Florida. The second difference, he was drinking while driving. In the store, on the scooters, I only drink before I drive. There's a difference.
There.
Talk
It
about-
is a difference.
Now, if we talk about a real motorized vehicle, never that. Never
Believe it. There's drinking while driving and drinking under the or driving under the influence. There's a DWI and a DUI. Those are
best-
two different charges.
And the best way to do that is drink after you drive. That's
But
the
either
best
way,
people-
you're still getting a blown gun. You're still going to jail.
Usually it's my girlfriend. Gives me a blown
Same
go when
thing.
I get to the house.
It's fucked up.
That's crazy. I'm surprised I haven't got one inside of a Walmart. At least a Safeway. Safeway's my spot.
I
I go
don't.
to Safeway for some taquitos or frozen pizza. Drunk?
There's no Walmarts around here, is there?
Not here. Not West Seattle. No. There's
Or
one.
anywhere in Seattle,
Really, the
really?
closest one is probably like Tukwila.
South
Tukwila.
Seattle, Renton.
It's Renton. It's the Renton
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
South Seattle, pretty much
For sure, for
rainy.
sure.
No, I mean not that we live anywhere near there, so don't come look for us.
Yeah, you can come look for us. We won't be there. But
If you come look for us, bring a bottle so we can drink it and do another podcast.
if you want to meet us at the cash register,
You'll be a special
and
guest.
pay for your next guest, baby. Clifford Hansen.
So yeah, sponsorships. People want to keep this going. I mean, not so much as a sponsorship, but like give us ideas, because we can only do so much with ideas, and we don't really do this for ourselves, although it is a way to relieve stress and have fun. But we also do it for the audience, and we want to do what you want to hear and what you want to listen to.
Absolutely. We were all
So
about
please leave comments and tell us what you want to hear.
Absolutely. We were all about the people, man. If you guys want to hear something, a certain topic, a certain alcohol we drink, even if you want to be on the show, reach out to us. Let us know.
Absolutely.
We'll
We
pick
are
certain
open to
guests,
anybody.
all that stuff if you're lucky. We're open to some ideas, guys. So
We're
let us
open to
know.
anybody coming. More the merrier, to be honest.
Let us know.
And on top of that DUI thing, I got another one. An Amish driver arrested on DUI charges after crashing in a car.
Wait a minute.
Amish.
You said Amish?
Amish.
Crashing a car.
Wagon horse driving guy doing
hold
a
on.
car.
You said Amish crashing a car.
Amish.
Do they drive cars?
No, they don't. They drive wagons with horses pulling
Maybe
them.
some of them, but majority.
They got one,
Don't
two.
they got 3 wives?
They got 1 to 2 horsepower wagons.
Wives? Something like that. I almost got multiple wives. I swear they do.
No, I don't
Maybe
think that's
I'm
Amish.
No, maybe.
They don't have electricity, supposedly. I mean, fuck, I know Amish people that,
Shit.
have an iPhone.
They don't have electricity?
No, I mean,
You ever
supposedly.
you ever drank a Sprite from McDonald's? That's pure electricity. that shit's
It touched your lips, it zaps. No, I know what you
No,
mean,
you can
bro.
charge your phone with that motherfucker.
Holy fuck.
Got a DUI driving a car, huh?
That's just shit. That's just hella funny though. Like, how the fuck does your slow 1 horsepower ass wagon crash into a car enough to get a DUI?
He had to have been faded.
He must have been.
He did his own drunk discussion without electricity.
Oh, this motherfucker did his own liquor, bro. this shit's 200
It was over the
proof.
campfire. He was telling his family. And he
200
drove home.
proof.
And I'm telling you guys, be careful out there. Them DUIs, you can get them anyway. Even driving a wagon and a horse, you get a DUI. So don't be out there on your bicycles, your little scooters, mopeds, whatever you got.
That's period, dude.
You guys be safe out there.
Don't
There's
even
too
be
many
on the road when you're drinking, whether you're walking or driving or whatever.
Too many people love you. You love too many people. Friends, family, all that stuff, man.
And speaking about, it could be a tragedy if you do that kind of shit,
100%.
And coming off that, we want to talk about Mike Hughes.
Ooh, Mad Mike.
What was that? Mad Mike.
Mad Mikey.
He was a daredevil.
What?
A daredevil.
Yeah.
He was a flat earth believer. He was a limo jumper. This man unfortunately died Saturday while piloting a self-made rocket to prove the flat earth theory. He didn't make it more than 200 feet before running out of fuel and dropping straight back down to earth.
Really,
And
200 feet?
you shed me the video.
I saw the video. I don't know if it was actually 200
I'm sorry.
feet.
I didn't bring my ruler out.
No, you're good.
My
I'm
bad.
not asking. I was asking if you actually saw the statistic. That's what I was
No, it looked like
He
200
was-
feet or so.
From the video that we both saw, it was out of human eyesight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you couldn't see it. If you watch the video on camera, at least.
Well, when the fuel ran out, it was at like 200 feet or so. It might have kept going up.
On camera, what we saw was out of human sight from the camera, and then you see the rocket crashing to the ground. So thoughts out to him, prayers out to him and his family.
And his family.
Friends. It's really sad. I mean, part of that, it's...
There's not many daredevils left in the
Yeah,
world
no,
alone. There's a lot of records that can't be broken again. They're already broken. You can't break them again.
I will tell you this. I commend that man, regardless if he believed in flat earth, round earth, whatever he believed in, even though I'm a round earth believer. The fact that he had enough faith in himself, his friends, and the people who helped him build
He
this
made his own rocket.
to try and at least fly out there without,
No, that takes a lot of
professional
courage, man.
scientists completely,
Absolutely.
and trust his people.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't trust anyone that I know to build me a rocket to go to space because I'm not getting on that motherfucker.
No, I honestly don't trust NASA.
That's some serious stuff right there.
No, it is. And speaking on memorials, obviously we got to bring up the late and great, the legendary 24-8
the late,
Kobe
great,
Bryant.
Never forgetting Kobe Bryant and his
Come
daughter,
on.
Gigi Bryant.
And his daughter Gianna,
They just
and respect out to his wife and his other daughters and the rest of their family.
Amen.
It is so unfortunate what happened, and it's the last thing any of us wish upon anybody.
Amen. She's such a strong woman. Such a strong woman. She went up today at the memorial, Staples Center, apologize. Staples Center, and she did a live speech in front of a bunch of people. That's something tough. If I was somebody, I wouldn't even expect my wife to even do that. So
Right.
that's a strong woman. That's amazing.
I've never been a basketball fan myself, let alone a Laker fan at all.
Yeah.
But I understand. I know who Kobe was. And I know how great he was, and I know how much of a legend he was, and I know how much he means to people.
Exactly.
Even to people that have never met him in their entire life.
Influence is all it is.
You know, just those people out there that have, they take it harder than people that have actually met the guy.
Exactly.
And it's just it's so crazy because that's how much he meant to the world and to everybody. That's how much he impacted everybody, you know?
I mean, no disrespect to other, famous people, any of that, but Kobe Bryant's death is one of the biggest deaths since
In the century.
I would say Michael Jackson, personally. I don't know about many other people.
You know, Michael Jackson and Kobe Bryant are the biggest deaths in this millennium.
I would say because they were like huge, like every single person
In this millennium,
whether you like him or you don't, every single person at least knew him and maybe respected some aspect of their career.
Look, that was get me, dude. Like, Michael Jackson and Kobe Bryant are like the biggest and most loved people that have passed in the past millennium, but they have all had their own faults. Mm-hmm. Michael Jackson's been suspected of raping children or touching kids, or like whatever, and so has Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant got that rape charge, but that got passed and fucking seceded.
You're right.
And it's all gotten seceded, but it's so crazy that, half the world fucking hates these guys, but majority of them, they inspire them so much. It's such a big deal.
Here's the thing.
It's just crazy. It makes you think, like, whether it's bullshit or what.
When you come down to it, I don't know a crazy amount. I was young. I don't know a crazy amount about the Michael Jackson situation. I get the allegations and all this stuff, whatever. I'm really sad that all this stuff's coming back up after these two legends have passed away.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate.
I mean,
the Michael Jackson stuff, I can't say much about. The Kobe Bryant stuff, about whoever this woman and his alleged case.
He passed away. Let him fucking live in peace.
Yeah, let the legend.
And his family.
Let the legend, let the family, let them mourn in peace and all this stuff. But the one thing I want to bring up about that entire case, I guess I would say, would be apparently this woman has been accused of multiple false reports. And even if you believe it or you don't believe it, whatever you choose to believe, let the man mourn in peace. Let the legend live on. He's more than just... Everyone makes mistakes, whether it's super good or super bad. Everyone makes a mistake.
Everyone does.
I'm sure most of the people out here listening have made possibly worse mistakes. Things happen.
We all do.
If it didn't happen, who knows? Only God knows. Only God can judge us.
Every person in the world has a skeleton in their closet.
I believe my man Kobe and my girl Gigi are up in heaven playing one-on-one, practicing their layups.
They're yee-heeing with Michael Jackson right now, son.
R.I.P. Kobe, R.I.P. Gigi, and also to add on to this topic, R.I.P. the rapper. I'm not a huge music fan of him, but I respect the whole thing. Pop Smoke, R.I.P. He passed away this week as well.
Since it's also the beginning of the year, we might as well just R.I.P. everyone that's passed away in the last year. There's we're not only saying famous people or anything. We're talking about everybody in the whole world.
Friends, everybody.
Condolences. We're sorry. And don't worry, everyone loves you.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to everybody.
Rest in peace. That brings us on our next topic. Something that's new, something that's coming, something that's exploding, something that's booming. The XFL.
Yeah, baby. We're talking about
XFL.
Hey, man. I know you're not a huge football fan, but even without the football,
I don't know a goddamn player. I don't know a single one.
XFL, but guess what?
But hey, they
how about this?
Throwing pigskins.
Let me ask you this one question. Without you being an NFL fan and thinking of how the different rules are a little bit different, most of the structure of the game is pretty much the same. The simple stuff such as the extra points, the kickoff.
I didn't know there was anything different about it.
They're a tiny bit different. But I think it's exciting. I like the rules of this game, and I love this thing. I love this league also, not only because of a little bit of the rule change and people like it, exciting when it's not NFL season. Mm-hmm. It gives these not top tier college players, these not top tier NFL prospects, an opportunity, like a second chance, to prove their game to NFL. So who knows? Some people might start getting signed from this league, whether it's free agency, whether it's fucking just making in tryouts, any of that stuff, man. I think it's amazing. It's a great opportunity.
Here's a wacky idea, though. Say NFL, XFL work together.
Yep.
The champion team from the XFL plays the worst team in the NFL.
You saw that?
And the winner takes on the NFL position.
So guess what? From when it comes to that point, the only thing I think about that is the worst team in the NFL, most of the time. Hold on. Not the team specifically. Every team has the worst record in the NFL season, correct?
Yeah.
Most of the time, unless they trade away their picks, gets the first pick in the NFL draft. If you're a college player coming out of college and say, let's just make a random suggestion and say, who knows, the Green Bay Packers randomly are the worst team in the league for some reason. They draft the first pick of the game, right? Of the season. You're a player coming out of college being drafted to the Packers, and you're now playing in the XFL. You're not making the same amount of money as you would make as the number one athlete in the country.
Yep.
You're not making the same amount of money as you would make if you were in the NFL. That's the only thing that gets me. Because, you know, I get that part, but I feel like if you were to draft that player, say you were the Packers, and you were to lose, I feel like that player that was drafted should go to the XFL team that beat the Packers. You know?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because it's messed up if you're a top tier player and you go to not even the NFL, you go straight to the XFL. That's not right. I don't think. Personally.
Anyways, we just got delivered some food. I think I'm gonna hold off
because we don't drive drunk, baby.
I'm gonna hold off because this is a drinking discussion kind of thing, and eating is gonna make me sober to fuck up.
What's the next topic, baby?
We got the boxing fight. The Deontay Wilder with Tyson Fury. That sick bastard licked his blood off his neck.
Honestly, bro.
Drank it like a vampire.
If somebody did that to me, I'd probably die. I love Wilder. I was expecting him to win. Has nothing to do with the race.
Wilder's undefeated. They both were.
They were. Not anymore.
Well, Wilder's not.
They had one tie. Wilder was like 40-something and 0-1 with the one tie.
Wait, so Tyson Fury is undefeated. But this is their second. Okay, that's the tie. That makes sense. I'm gonna say because
so the one thing that got me though,
they claim that he was undefeated.
I don't know for sure. I heard before he started boxing. I heard after Tyson won his like first championship or something, or his first couple matches, whatever. I don't know specifics. I heard he was a cokehead. Somebody had told me that. I don't know if it's true. I need my fans to elaborate for me. I don't know, but I heard he was a cokehead. But now this man's the champion. Hey, dreams do come true, ladies and gentlemen.
Drug use in sports goes different with every sport. So in MMA, as long as you are not on drugs during the fight, during the match, and that includes the warm up, that's not allowed. But say you are done with the match, you're on the off season, you can smoke, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can not pass a drug test and that'd be okay as long as you're not titled or contracted to a match. That is fine in the MMA. Nate Diaz always smokes weed. Not while he's fighting, he don't. He doesn't come to the fight high. He comes to the talks high. That's allowed. You can do that. NFL, you can't be high at all.
No.
And that's the fucked up part because they're getting hurt the most.
Not true. Not true.
In the NFL? You suffer CTE in the MMA, but you get broken hands, broken bones, broken legs, broken feet, broken ankles, broken knees, everything. Broken backs, broken ribs. You don't get that shit.
I'm not here to prove that one is more superior or worse for a human body than the other.
Oh, football.
All I'm saying is football is more common because you have a game damn near every week except for your bye week and the off season. A fight, maximum you fight twice a year.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Do you know anyone that fights 3 times a year?
It depends.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not following close enough.
It depends. If small fights, probably most likely. Big fights, McGregor, you might see him twice a year.
If you're lucky.
Fuck, his last fight that just happened was 2 years, 3 years since his other one before.
He got suspended for trying to throw something through.
He tried beating everybody up on a bus. Which, hey,
Hey, I respect McGregor though.
That's what that Prop 12 does to you, boyo. Come on. Shit.
100%.
I mean, shit, that'd be fun, though. I'd like to be an MMA fighter. That shit would be crazy.
Would you? Would you fight MMA?
Yeah.
Here's a real thing, real question. Like, dead
If I was
serious.
trained and good
Dead
at it,
serious,
yeah.
all jokes aside. Would you try to fight in the weight class you are currently and try to build the muscle, or would you maybe try to lose a little weight? I think I would lose. I'd probably start. I'd fight smaller.
I would start
I
at
would
the
try to
weight class
lose
I'm
weight.
at and then drop down once I became champion. It's not if, it's once I do, because I know I will.
Yeah, if you're training, you're going to.
It's all about confidence. Confidence. That's what gets you, and that's what wins you.
No lie, I'd probably drop right away. I would probably try to drop my weight a little bit just to get started because I mean, it's hard. It's hard to.
I mean, the weight I'm at right now, no. But
For
once
some-
I'm in shape weight, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. For someone who's like me and you, we are not in our athletic shape to just say you want to fight this weight class you're in. So whatever weight class you're in, you gotta gain that muscle. Obviously, drop the weight, but gain it in muscle is really tough. You'd probably both of us would probably end up dropping the weight class to try and fight. You know, that's just how things go. Like,
Man, I'm really trying to put the
But-
Coors Lights down.
but here's the thing, man. About the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight, I think it was a good fight.
Oh,
I heard a
whoa.
rumor today about how his costume or his entrance might have been too much weight for him. His entrance, he had a black shoulder pads, some kind of bodysuit, whatever it was, a helmet. It was supposed to be apparently 40 pounds.
That's weight in the ring, though. He didn't wear that in the ring.
He didn't wear it in the ring, but he wore it on his way out. And their intros are at least 5 minutes. They said it took some wear on his legs.
No, that'd
I
be
do
bullshit.
believe that to be an excuse.
That's bullshit. You should be able to put as much weight as you want walking in.
No,
Make sure it's fucking off when you're in the ring.
that's the thing is you're allowed to. But he was. I heard a rumor that it was complained that that's part of the reason why his legs wouldn't last. Although I'm
And
very,
that's his own fucking fault.
I'm very surprised that Wilder lasted as long as he did, because after that shot to the ear from Fury, I thought for sure he was done. He stood up, he fought, and he didn't.
I didn't
The fight
watch
wasn't
the
over.
fight.
The fight you didn't.
No,
The fight
but I've
wasn't
seen
over.
it.
The fight was not over until his trainer threw the towel in. He didn't.
Yeah.
He got knocked down twice.
His ear got busted up. It was all scored all over Wilder's face, Fury's face. Fury licked it.
Honestly, if somebody does that to me, I'm probably retiring.
Well,
Or I gotta
probably,
kill him. You gotta kill him.
I'd never be near him again because that's fucking just straight weird.
Honestly, if somebody does that to me, I'm the nearest rematch is what I'm going for. So I've been hearing rumors about, so we're talking about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Mm-hmm. There's another boxer who's one step below these dudes that's champion. I don't know how the whole boxing stuff works. His name is Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
If you were to look at somebody and say, this dude is a fucking tank. Have you ever seen, you watch football a little bit. Have you ever seen a picture of,
A little bit.
say Myles Garrett or Aaron Donald
Yes.
with no shirt, their muscle cutness? That's Anthony Joshua in the
Okay.
ring. He's one of those dudes, and he's a really good boxer. I don't know what his record is off the top of my head. Really good boxer, but I've been hearing that he's scared to fight Deontay Wilder. Obviously, before this fight just happened.
Well, that's
So
the
now
thing.
there's rumors about Tyson Fury about to fight Anthony Joshua, which could be a whole, that could be a whole nother fight.
That's the thing with boxing and MMA. The top contender gets to choose who they fight, and that's what pisses me off about Mayweather. Mayweather, yeah, undefeated, 50-0, whatever, but he also chose his fucking fights. He chose not to fight Pacquiao again, although he did win uncontested. He didn't fucking win by KO or technical KO. It was decided, which was bullshit because I watched that fucking fight. Pacquiao fucking whooped him, pieced his ass up.
Really?
Really.
You think so?
100%.
So are you saying
Pacquiao had more hits. Mayweather's just dodged a bunch more. Mayweather was untouchable. He's untouchable. But if he fought somebody with strength, with power behind him, that if they connected to the jaw, that shit would have gotten knocked out. It's like Conor McGregor and John Jones. John Jones is undefeated, and Conor McGregor will not fucking sign a fight with them because, you know, that's an actual
They're
fight.
a separate weight class. That's the difference.
Not really.
It is completely.
Yeah, and he's already jumped ahead a weight class, jump ahead another, where John Jones can drop down another.
Yeah, he can, but why would John Jones do that when he could be the best fighter to ever do it?
Of one weight class? Be the best fighter of all of them.
He's close to one of the fucking biggest. He's like, I don't know the weight class.
Conor McGregor is the only MMA fighter with 2 champion weight class belts.
You're right.
Yes.
And there was somebody I just saw before the Tyson Fury and Wilder fight.
This is MMA, not boxing.
I get it. There's somebody in boxing who had 5 different divisions, meaning he fought, I don't know, the specific weights. He was featherweight, welterweight, heavyweight, midweight, whatever that shit was.
Yeah.
Yeah, wherever the weight classes go, he had 5 different division championships. That's diversity right there. That's range, is what I would say.
No.
I think some fighters should be able to do that.
What do you mean championships? He didn't win 5 championships. He doesn't have 5 belts.
Who?
Whoever you're talking about.
Not no longer, because once you retire after a certain amount of time, you have to give the belt up.
No, McGregor's the first MMA fighter in
I wasn't
MMA.
talking about MMA. I was talking about in the boxing. There was like 5 different divisions.
That's completely different. It's a whole different sport.
Where I'm getting with that is in MMA, I think it's really big for. I mean, I'm not a huge MMA fan, but I would say I think it would be really good for your range diversity to, explore different weight classes, either up a level or down a level.
Yeah.
Anyway. I mean, you think about it. You talk about the McGregor fight and the Mayweather fight. McGregor won the fight with lower gloves. Lighter gloves. Lighter gloves means more damage, quicker, all that stuff. But you think about it, MMA gloves are not as thick as boxing gloves. So I get it.
No, but they're more dense.
Yeah.
MMA gloves are way more. We've had.
If you hit someone.
Remember, we had our punching bag. We had a bag. We had gloves of MMA, and we had boxing gloves.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying if you hit somebody with an MMA glove as opposed to a boxing glove, same strength,
it's completely
same
different.
strike. MMA glove will probably do a little more damage to you. That's for sure.
So what I'm saying is, bring these boxers out to the octagon. We'll see who the real top contending fighter is.
Here's the difference. That's why I think boxers won't do that, because
Conor McGregor did.
They're more one-dimensional. I would say they're more one-dimensional. Strictly on your feet, hands thrown. If you do MMA, you can go all to the ground. You can throw knees. You can throw kicks. All that stuff. So why would someone who's never done that for their entire life jump ring with someone who has?
Got my jewel.
Mm-hmm.
Got that jewel. Text your mom and oh no, you already said kid. Doesn't have any more. Well, no, I just don't have any juice. Anyways, I got another topic. Let's get off this fighting boxing shit. It's taking up time. The sickness. What is it? COVID-19 coronavirus.
What?
I don't know. I was just looking it up, and that's like the scientific name that CDC uses. Well, yeah, it's coronavirus. That's just nuts, bro. That's just nuts. You think it's the end of the world?
No.
You think that's the end of the world? I mean...
One thing I think about is, all you people out there who believe in non-vaccinating...
You better vaccinate your kids.
Fly your ass out there and let us just prove to us that it works. That's what I want to see, motherfucker. I want you to fly your ass out there and prove to us that it works.
No shit.
Since you're so damn confident.
No, but do you feel like this is a way of do you think this is man-made population control?
Man-made?
For how many lives it's already taken in China and in the eastern part of the hemisphere?
No. Honestly, it's just social media. So I know, but I don't know.
I think it's more man-made
I've been
because
seeing stuff about how it's
China is so overpopulated, like hugely overpopulated, and it makes sense that it's a means of population control.
You know we have it here in America?
Huh?
Coronavirus.
Yeah, how many people have died from it? Like 19?
In Washington, and I mean not in the state of Washington, but I know in the United States. I
know it's double digits.
You know the first case of the coronavirus was in the state of Washington, Everett, Washington. Yes, it was. I can promise you.
Where'd you hear that?
Straight on the news, bro.
It's called the Wuhan, China.
Bro. No, the first case in the United States was in Washington. Not the first case ever.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. It's just whoever traveled to China.
Washington.
Happens.
They let the people out the hospital. Like,
you got 1 out of 50 chance.
Oh.
Sorry, we suck 49 times, I guess. Fuck, man.
Well, goddamn.
No, it's fucked. I don't think it's coincidental because it's 2020. 1920, there was a plague. 1820, there was a plague. 1720, there was a plague. Is this century's plague? Is this century's plague? Or are we going to be expecting something worse? Because I've seen all over the internet plagues every fucking 20. Every 100 years there's a plague. We're talking the Black Plague, the bubonic plague, fucking all that shit. The shit they had in Civil War shit. Whatever the fuck it was called. I don't know.
Smallpox type bullshit.
Pretty much. Something that like kills a lot of fucking people.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case too. I don't know enough research on it, but
I also heard, I mean, everything evolves, and you know, it evolves throughout time. I heard the human generic DNA has evolved 7% over 5,000 years. Which you know, it's not. That's a huge spectrum of numbers of a range. But in reality, that's actually a lot of evolution in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
7%. They're saying, I was just watching this with your mother about the alien bullshit because she's fucking on that shit.
She was hanging out.
Star children. There's more. In about the last 60, 70 years, there's been an increasingly percentage of star children, which are children that are just beyond fucking genius. Beyond. There's a 4-year-old.
You're talking about kids that like graduated at the age, like from high school
at 7 years
11,
old. No, they got a college degree at 12. We're talking about those kids.
So
yes,
I'm 24 and I don't have one.
Those kind of kids.
Yeah.
There's an increasingly amount of numbers of those kind of children being born. Every 10 years, it keeps going up and up and up. Evolution. And it's increased so much in the last 5,000 years. I'd say in the next 4,000 years, me and you, our kind of mentality and smarts, we'd be like monkeys or
Extinct.
like we'd just be dumb.
We'd be thought of possibly like as like legally probably retarded. Somewhere.
We'd be special education. People in college today, 4,000 years from now, would be special education. It's fucked up, bro.
I believe that school's getting harder because I even have people I ask when I ask help for school. And they're like,
the high school I went to, when I first went there, you needed 22 credits to graduate. By the time I left, you needed 29 and a half as a freshman.
Wow.
29 and a half credits, bro.
That's more than I'm taking right now.
They don't even have that as a full curriculum in school. Like, you have to do extracurricular activities. Like, who the fuck wants to do that? Spend fucking, 8 hours of school every day? And now they want you to do more school after school? Fuck you, you stupid
Here's
motherfucker.
The one thing when it comes to school to me. Teachers will give you homework, right? Kids come to school. Kids are falling asleep in class. Kids are doing all this other stuff. And teachers will be like, class isn't a place to sleep. in my mind, I don't think home is a place to do homework either.
No shit.
I don't think it's a place for you to do work. If
No
you're giving
shit.
us work, we should be doing it in class while you're teaching because you're getting paid. You shouldn't be getting paid to give us work to do on our own without you there.
We're here to learn, man, not struggle and stress.
Or at least FaceTime us each day and say, hey, you have the scheduled time. Be on
Exactly.
your FaceTime. And work with us.
We go to school to learn, not to come home after school and struggle and stress because we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
And just figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, you Google and figure it out because even though I Google all the time, isn't always correct.
You know, homework depends on the teacher's fucking mood. Always does. They're pissed off at the class.
If the teacher's in a good mood, she's like, oh, no homework this weekend. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Oh, thanks, lady.
Bad mood is something you've never even fucking been taught about. You go learn it on your own. What's the point of school? Why am I paying tax money to fucking be for education and going to school?
My teacher's all upset because her husband went out to the bar all weekend and she's mad at me for it. Giving me extra homework. Some bitch.
Like, bitch, how about you take me to the bar?
Shit.
The fuck?
Shit, I'll take you to the bar for no homework.
Jesus Christ. No
You
shit.
feel me?
Fucking motherfuckers.
That's some shit, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of fucking not following the law, or we didn't even bring that up at all. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, there's been another death. We should have probably talked about this earlier. New York Mafia boss John Franzese, Sonny, died at 103. You know, I've always thought, you know, mafia, being a mob boss, it's the coolest fucking thing in the world. The way you dress. Just the time and the era it was in and that it was present by. I thought that was a good time to live. This guy is convicted of extortion. He was sentenced to 50 years for a robbery. And he was a free man the time he died. His time is reduced. And that's the thing. The thing with mafia, people didn't fucking rat. There were no snitches.
And if you did,
You're
probably going to die.
No, you will die.
You and your family.
That's the thing. There wasn't a fucking thing about it. It's just, I just think it's such a cool, it's not a cool way to live your life. Absolutely not. You're a criminal. But I'm not telling you to fucking take a criminal path and to live, but, you know, it's pretty cool. You know, I'd like to be that. I'm not. So I'm a podcaster or a wannabe podcaster.
A podcaster, I'm still not making money yet.
I think I drink too much to be a mafia boss anyway. And you eat too much. Not only that, mafia.
I couldn't tell him nothing except for go get me some more food.
They're usually Italian families, like mainly. Other than, you know, there's Irish mafia. Just it's not as cool. Which, you know, James Bulger, fucking badass motherfucker, but that's about it for the Irish. They usually were Italian. Caleb, you're part Italian.
Not technically part Italian.
Well, tiny bit.
No, I'm married into it. Okay. I'm like 1/16. Maybe my hairiness is probably about all I got from them motherfuckers.
Probably. Well, we eat like Italians. When
But
we're there.
Speaking of Italians, man, pizza, bro. Real shit. Real shit.
Pizza.
Does pineapple belong on a fucking pizza? If you were to call a pizza place right now and say you get 3 toppings, 2 toppings, whatever it is, would pineapple ever be in your combination of pizza toppings?
Does ice belong in iced tea? Who's to say it doesn't or doesn't? You know. Really, who's to say pineapple does or does not belong on pizza? Does it taste good? Have you had it?
I'm not asking the originator or
No, but have you had it? Does it taste good?
I'm not asking the general population. I'm asking you, motherfucker. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
I like it on pizza.
Honestly, I'm thinking the same thing. 'Cause for a while, I swear to God, I didn't. I didn't believe it, and I had it one time
It's really good on
at
pizza,
my
man.
job.
It's really
We got this
fucking
pizza.
good.
It's pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno. We call it the albatross.
Yeah, I was
It's
looking at
really, it was strange when I first had it. Let me tell you, by the time I got to my second slice, This is my favorite pizza of all time.
Chicken wings.
It doesn't get much better than the Albatross pizza. Y'all need to go check out these flat stick locations. Located in South Lake Union, Pioneer Square, Kirkland. Currently opening up a place in somewhere eastern Washington. I think it's Spokane. And then soon to come, within the next year or two, it's going to be Tacoma. Make sure you guys get out there and check it out. Let them know Caleb Swain hooked you up. Might hook you up with a discount. If you come and see me personally, I'll hook you up. So let me know, fellas. Absolutely.
Anyways, you got something else? Anything else? Anything else that's vesting you? I want to talk about.
We're gonna take a fast swig of this brew.
I got one more topic, but it's a really bad topic, and it might not even be spoken about. To be honest, we'll see.
Might be cut out later. Let me see what's about.
No, it just might be not even brought up. Because, I like to keep this podcast entertainable. And this is just, it's something that needs to be addressed. And it's something that's very important, but it's something that nobody wants to talk about. You know what I mean?
Not really. What's up?
School shootings. I just read one up today. Another one happened. My buddy posted it on Facebook. A middle school, there was a stabbing. It wasn't so much of a school shooting, but same fucking thing. Kids on kid crime.
Attack, yeah.
Kid on kid crime. Stupid. I don't know what the fuck video games you're playing. I don't know what the fuck movies you guys are watching. I don't know if that's even making you want to do this. Or I don't know if it's just this kind of generation or the era that the kids are being born. Because it really seems, what's this era called? Generation Z or Generation X?
It's Generation Z, I think.
It's the one right after we were born.
Yeah, honestly.
That era of the kids, that's where all the school shootings start. I don't know what the fuck if it's a genetical disorder.
It's a lot of mental health issues, whether that's...
A mental genetical disorder.
Mm-hmm.
It's something, because you know what? You go back 30 years, this shit never fucking happened.
And we're not much into politics, but speaking of the school shootings, what's your thought on, the gun policy?
I don't want to talk about that.
No?
Nope.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, Washington State just declined their gun law change. So Washington State will not have fixed magazines, and they will not have gun bans, which is what I approve for, because I believe in the Second Amendment.
So you don't want to talk about it, but you do just talk about it? Okay.
You got me on something that I really want to talk about. I try to keep it unpolitical.
So my brothers, we're not going to talk about this.
Fuck you. Shit.
I seen this shit, I'm not even gonna talk about that.
What? Go ahead.
I was gonna bring up Dave Chappelle's talking about the heroin epidemic in fucking Ohio. He's talking about all this shit. His stand-up's pretty funny. I don't know if you guys have seen it at all. I might be the only one that's seen it. I know he hasn't seen it. He's talking about the heroin epidemic and how he went and he doesn't like guns. He purchased a gun now. The whole skit's about him, how somebody broke into his house, and he's got the difference between a buckshot and a duck shot in his shotgun when he tries to shoot somebody. The whole stand-up's pretty funny. You guys just gotta check it out. It's a new
Buckshot
Dave
and a
Chappelle
bird
stand-up.
shot?
Yeah, but bird shot, that's what I meant. That was pretty entertaining. That shit was funny to me.
Yeah, buckshot's got a lot bigger BBs. And that's
Yeah,
something.
they said the duck shot would just give you a little burn, kind of just phase you a little
Pretty
bit.
much.
And it said if it doesn't work for you, the next shot is a buckshot.
You gotta get the double out buck. Which is just, those are like beads like that. And then you got slugs, which is just, a piece of metal.
He was saying something he had like
Piece of lead.
He was saying something here instead of bird shot, buckshot, bird shot, buckshot, and then everything after that was slugs.
A slug is the size of this in a shotgun shell.
Imagine having 8 of those going to your chest.
No, imagine having one go to your chest. You won't have a chest.
Easy, I like my chest. Even though I haven't done push-ups in 4 years.
Went from a 6-pack to I need more beer.
I went from a 6-pack to a keg. Hey, cheers, me bitch.
You're behind, bud. Coors Light.
Man, I love you, motherfuckers. I appreciate the support you guys are giving us. If you're still listening right now, you're a true fan.
Yeah, please subscribe. Like, for real. Nah, I mean,
100%.
subscribe to the channel, YouTube. Helps us, helps you. The more we get out of return for you guys, the more you get from us.
Literally.
And that's how it works. We don't want to keep doing this if it's just for our benefit.
If we had 0 views and 0 people supporting us, we probably wouldn't even do another one.
Because we could honestly talk about this without recording it. This is for you guys.
This is our regular lifestyle
No shit.
that we do, and we're recording it for your entertainment. For our entertainment, our bonding time as well, but also
I use this more as a stress reliever.
we don't need to necessarily
Something to talk.
broadcast it. So
We can talk.
I appreciate you guys.
Anything else, Caleb?
Man,
We got 10
soon
minutes.
to come. Keep giving us ideas. Keep giving us alcohol. Not alcohol itself.
What do you mean keep giving us? We haven't gotten anything yet.
Alcohol suggestions.
Yes.
Let us know any topic ideas. And most importantly, let us know if you want to be on the show. We are open to guests, new alcohol.
Expenses are not paid. You got to travel to us.
Yes, we don't have tickets for you to get out here.
Until we get, 1 million subscribers, this is how it's going to be. Sorry.
Contact me at for some scheduling.
No, just you comment on the video on the YouTube channel, Drunk Discussions. And that's it. Comment on the video. Alright, you guys, remember, drink safe, drink responsibly, and love one another.
Good night, guys.
Good night.